Hi guys, today we're taking a look at the latest 2025 OLED gaming monitor. This is the 27-inch Samsung Odyssey G81SF, aimed at both PC and console gamers. Details are in the description below, including purchasing links. So I'll be taking a closer look at the spec, testing it out and seeing how good the picture quality is, doing some gaming on it with my gaming PC, PlayStation 5 Pro and Xbox Series X, together with seeing how well it performs as a productivity monitor, giving you my pros and cons to give you a better idea if it's worth getting or not. But before I begin, if you're new to the channel, hope you can support me by subscribing and hitting the bell icon to get notified of my next release. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Let's take a look at what you get inside the box. You get a monitor mount stand, the monitor arm, a power adapter with a DC connector, a bag containing some documentation, a UK power cable, a HDMI 2.1 cable, a DisplayPort 1.4 cable, and underneath here is the monitor. On the back of the monitor you have a mounting point with a 100 by 100mm VESA mounting point, allowing you to use different arms or even wall mount it, but I'll be using it with a monitor arm provided, which is really easy to do. Just place the monitor arm in position until it locks into place and then attach the monitor stand by twisting it until it locks in place. The back of the monitor has a grey metallic finish with the Samsung Odyssey logo on the left. It has a curved panel with a larger center area, giving a sleek look, with the edges being quite thin. Around the monitor mount you have an LED ring light which provides some ambient lighting. Underneath that you have your ports, which consists of a power button that doubles up as a joystick to access the OSD. There's two USB-A 3.2 Gen 1 downstream ports, a USB-B upstream port, a 3.5mm headphone jack, two HDMI 2.1 ports, a DisplayPort 1.4 port, and a DC power connector. The monitor doesn't have any speakers, and taking a look at the monitor arm, it has a metallic finish with a black plastic on the top and on the inside with the Samsung Odyssey logo on the bottom and a rubber cable management tie at the back. The base of the monitor stand is flat, made of metal, which also has a metallic silver finish, giving a sturdy base without it taking up too much space on my desk. Coming around the front of the monitor, it has a silver frame with thin bezels, with a small tag in the middle with the Samsung branding on there. The qd-oled panel has an anti-glare coating which reduces reflection and glare, especially in a brightly lit room. The monitor looks clean with a 27-inch screen weighing just 6.9 kilograms with the stand. I've given some dimensions on the screen. If you're after sizing of that, just hit pause to see those values. You can easily make adjustments to the monitor as you can move it up and down with a height adjustment of 120mm. You can tilt it forwards and backwards from -2 and 25 degrees and swivel it left and right up to 30 degrees in each direction. And you're also able to flip from landscape to portrait in both directions. So lots of flexibility with this monitor. The picture quality on this monitor is really good. Colors look vibrant and sharp on the OLED panel, giving a 16:9 aspect ratio, providing a 3840 by 2160 resolution, with it having a PPI of 166, providing excellent text clarity. And as this is an OLED panel, you don't get any light bleed. The Samsung Odyssey G81SF is certified with VESA Display HDR True Black 400, giving stunning and accurate shadow detail with deeper blacks. It has a DCI-P3 99% color gamut with a color depth of 1 billion. It gives exceptional color accuracy, providing a more natural transition between hues, together with it providing a contrast ratio of 1,000,000:1, providing vivid colors with great contrast levels, producing deeper blacks. It supports HDR10+, which means any games or content that you display which supports it will look a lot better than in SDR. Viewing angles from left to right and up and down are excellent, with literally no reduction in picture quality. It has a peak brightness of 250 nits in SDR and 1000 nits in HDR, and with my light meter reporting just over 1000 lux in HDR, with the performance being really good when gaming in a bright room with minimal reflections, with it supporting 240Hz on both the HDMI 2.1 and the DisplayPort 1.4 ports. The monitor has a glare-free screen with an anti-reflection film helping to ensure you don't get any reflections, which is perfect when gaming in a bright room or near a window with sunlight streaming through. It has an eye saver mode and flicker-free technology, helping to reduce eye strain and fatigue. But on the negative side, this anti-reflection film can reduce color representation slightly on the display. And what this means is that colors wouldn't seem as vibrant as you'd see on a glossy panel where the colors literally pop out. And I found that the coating actually gave a very subtle grainy effect on the screen, which I noticed when I looked closely when the screen was mainly white. So personally, it would have been nice if there were two variants of this monitor where you could choose between either a matte or a glossy screen. The monitor comes in two size options, so a 32-inch screen and a 27-inch one, which is what I have here. And spec-wise, both are identical. On to gaming, and there's two HDMI ports supporting HDMI 2.1 at the full bandwidth of 48 gigabits per second, meaning there's no restrictions on there to limit performance, giving you no artifacting, judder-free and no ghosting. I've got it connected to my Xbox Series X, and looking in the settings you can see that everything is checked other than Dolby Vision for gaming, and looking in video modes, allow Dolby Vision and allow auto low latency is disabled, but that's fine as it's already in the lowest latency mode as it's optimized for gaming. So this means that games that support 120Hz at 4K will be supported by the monitor, with the added feature of variable refresh rate or VRR on the Xbox Series X, S and PlayStation 5, giving an awesome gaming experience. Gaming on this monitor gives a seriously impressive experience on the 27-inch OLED display with a 0.03 millisecond response time, making this monitor fast, but obviously you're limited to 120Hz on the current gen consoles. The clarity levels are stunning, and the monitor supports AMD FreeSync Premium Pro and is NVIDIA G-Sync compatible, making gameplay ultra smooth with no screen tearing or stuttering. I've played a number of different games on the monitor and they've looked incredible with really sharp and vibrant colors together with inky black levels, giving a stunning experience with excellent contrast levels. In 4K, the clarity levels are excellent, giving a great gaming experience, and size-wise the monitor is perfect at 27 inches with its 2160p resolution, and at that size making it ideal for competitive gamers. On to testing the monitor with my gaming PC, which I built myself, and if you want more information on it, check out my build. Link is in the description below. Now, gaming at 4K 240Hz is great with good clarity levels, providing stunning quality in 4K, with it being really smooth, giving an awesome gaming experience. But you'll need a decent graphic card that can handle that resolution, so something to be aware of if you're planning to get the monitor. I also did a UFO test to test the motion blur, and this looked good with no motion blur at the higher refresh rate. The monitor has an ultra-wide game view mode, providing an ultra-wide view, useful if you wanted to get a widescreen view when you're gaming. And with this, it provides a 3840 by 1600 resolution with black borders on the top and bottom. But to be honest, if you're after this type of view, you might as well get an ultra-wide monitor so you don't get the borders. The monitor also has picture-in-picture, which is great for multitasking as it allows you to display two different sources at the same time. So with picture-in-picture, in your main display you can get the full resolution of 3840 by 2160 with a 120Hz refresh rate, but with a subsource you'll get a resolution of 1920 by 1080, and that also has a 120Hz refresh rate. And with the subsource you're able to choose between three different sizes, together with being able to change its position. But just to note, HDR is not supported in any of these modes. It's a nice function to have, but I'm not sure how practical it is on this size of monitor, as I feel it's better suited to an ultra-wide monitor. The monitor is not only great for gaming, but is also perfect for productivity due to the excellent color and contrast levels with good sharpness, giving really good text clarity. Pixel density is great too, with it having a PPI of 166, so text clarity is excellent whether you're gaming or doing any productivity work. Doing creative work in Adobe Photoshop is excellent with bold colors and contrast levels, giving exceptional color accuracy, and working in Adobe Premiere Pro is good too. On the negative side, it would have been nice if the monitor had a built-in KVM. If you wanted to use it with multiple devices, it would have also been nice to have a Type-C port so you can connect up your laptop to it, together with it having some speakers. The back of the monitor has an LED light ring where you can select different effects or static colors, together with being able to sync to the colors on the screen with the core sync option. Generally it works quite well, with it providing some nice ambient lighting as it reflects off the wall behind. Taking a look at the OSD, which is controlled via the little joystick at the back of the monitor, allowing you to access the game settings and optimize your display settings like the brightness and contrast, together with various other settings like seeing a crosshair. It also acts as an on-off switch and you can scroll up and down through the menus with it. One of the biggest concerns with OLEDs is the screen burn-in or image retention. This is where an image is permanently displayed onto the screen. To protect against this, the Samsung Odyssey G81SF monitor does have some OLED care options. It's the first gaming monitor to have a unique dynamic cooling system built into the back of the monitor. These pulsating heat pipes release a coolant that diffuses heat, helping to reduce the core temperature and prevent burn-in. It also has a thermal modulation system which uses algorithms to automatically control brightness and to prevent overheating. Plus it has a logo and taskbar detection which automatically lowers the brightness. And finally, the screen automatically dims after 10 minutes of no activity and comes back to regular brightness when any input is made, helping to prevent burn-in on the OLED panel. So in summary, the Samsung Odyssey G81SF 27-inch gaming monitor is an impressive monitor, giving a great gaming experience on both PC and console. It comes in two different size options, so a 27-inch and a 32-inch, with both having exactly the same spec. It has a pixel density of 166, giving excellent text clarity levels, so really impressive. Price wise, it's not cheap, coming in at just under $1,300, but in the UK it's just under £900. Negatives wise, it's a shame it doesn't have a KVM, a Type-C port and built-in speakers, which in my opinion at this price point really should be just a standard. The screen is glare free, giving no reflections in ambient lighting or in a bright room with sunlight coming through, but I did find that the coating actually gave a very subtle grainy effect on the screen that's not as noticeable at a distance, but is more apparent if you come in quite close. So there you have it, you've come to the end of another video and I hope it's helped anyone thinking of purchasing this. Details are in the description below, including purchasing links. Let me know in the comments what you think of the new Samsung Odyssey G81SF gaming monitor. Do you think it's worth it? And if you have any questions on this, drop them in the comment section below. Hang around and check out my next video on the Philips Evnia 32-inch gaming monitor. And for those of you who've come to the end of this video, please leave a comment with Samsung, as it's awesome to see who's got to the end of my video and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Follow me on all my socials. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to be notified of my next release. Thanks for viewing and see you in the next one.